When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Boise State Broncos. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Nelson. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. And And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a connection. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Bruins have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Looking for a gap. It's Cox. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Pressure coming. Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got his man across the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Flores. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Motion from the back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Bruins line it up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, UCLA! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Rolling on the run. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Headed to the end zone. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Scores on the sneak.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. grab behind the line. It's Cox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's got the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Cox. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good, and they've regained the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Got the 1st down himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Touchdown, Boise State! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. All by himself. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. Moves it out to the 34-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Gonna run it, it's Gaines. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it, The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. A designed run for the quarterback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Broncos want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Broncos! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
To the air, it's Nelson. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move, it's Cox. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, they were probably thinking four-down territory with it third and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility.
Touchdown, Boise State! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Off play action. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Corners are going to bail. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Cox. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off play action on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the running back. There he goes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gaines. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Looking for room. It's Gaines. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Broncos will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Power ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. On the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Leaves it with the running back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to advance on the football.
Finding open areas.
The returner brings it out to the 35. And the Boise State offense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing. Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go right back to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 31 to Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of people in the stadium were questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Flores. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got a man, it's Cox. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, it's Flores. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To throw, it's Nelson. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On the run, fires downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.